Hello, this is Sakura McNair. I am a recent CCP. I recently graduated from the Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy, and what an experience! What an experience! I was able to continue to find myself. I've been on a journey since the beginning of the pandemic. Stuff has just been waking up in me, and I'm stepping forward in going with it. So I've been asked to create this video to share my experience on the road to becoming a CCP and why I chose this avenue as far as understanding how crystals work and what they do for me. So I printed out the questions so that I don't stammer. So one of the questions that I would like to address that I was asked to talk about was, why did you ultimately choose to register in the Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy? Please list and elaborate your reasons. So, as I said, at the beginning of the pandemic, I had a lot of things happening. I was moved to start meditating, and at one point I meditated and was on the floor in my room, and I heard a voice say obsidian, obsidian, obsidian. And I thought I was going crazy. Really, I thought I was going crazy. The world was falling apart and I'm hearing voices talking about obsidian. So I looked up obsidian on Google, found out it was a stone. And I was like, okay, well, why am I hearing that? And then found out what it can do, and it can help, and I've always identified as an empath and was talking about how it really helps empaths. And like, okay, well, maybe something's going on here. And so I ended up in a crystal shop looking for stones to help empaths, and obsidian happened to be one of them. After I got obsidian and I started meditating with it, I heard sodalite, I heard a whole bunch of other things. Long story short, I started hearing crystals. Crystals became my thing. And I started just collecting them. Anytime I heard one in my meditation, I would go get them. And then whatever spoke to me, I would get some more. And so I just amassed a really big collection of crystals, and I just knew I needed to be around them. And I wanted to know about them. I didn't know why I was hearing them. And so I was following a lot of people on YouTube, and I found, I think a year ago, a video from Hibiscus Moon talking about crystals. And I don't even know if I watched it, but I think I probably did watch it. I was really intrigued, and it led me to sign up for the newsletter. And I promise you, I'm the girl that does not check emails. So I was getting all kinds of emails, never saw it, but synchronicity happened this year. And I saw an email talking about I don't know if it was called a play date or what, but it was an announcement for the last year for certifying crystal practitioners. And I did not know what that was, but it spoke to me. And so I attended the live event, and Hibiscus Moon ran down what was going to be offered, and well, not what was going to be offered, but about her experience. And I resonated with that because she's a teacher, and I'm a teacher as well, former, but yeah, we'll talk about that later. But she talked about her journey, and it just really resonated with me. And so I was like, okay, well, this is the lady that I've really been learning a lot about, because I've been following her on YouTube. So this might be what I need to do, because I literally I knew I was going to be leaving teaching this year, because yeah, I knew I was going to be leaving. And I knew crystal healing was in my path because I had already started doing it. And so I wanted to know how much does this thing cost. And so I looked it up, and I was like, oh, okay, this is a serious thing. Okay, this is a commitment. But I did not. I knew that if I was going to do it, I needed it from the source. So I wanted to make sure that the classes were going to be taught by Hibiscus Moon, and they were. And there was another level that I could actually get into, and I did, the blue sapphires, and I'm so grateful. I needed it. I needed it. I needed it. I needed it. I broke through so many boundaries. Oh, not boundaries. I broke through so many, unnecessary boundaries. I broke them down. Yeah, I feel like I'm rambling. So let me go back to the questions. So, what, okay, so what were you up to before taking the CCP course? Where did you work? I am a former teacher with Duval County. I was most recently a third grade teacher. This year is my last. The kids are going through it, and so are the teachers, because things are just happening. I truly believe we're going to see some changes in the school system soon, because these kids are coming in with an understanding that we are not ready for. We need to get past 1 + 1 is 2 and tell them, okay, what don't you understand about what makes up 4? That's just where we are. But anyway, I was a teacher and it wasn't working. I was really into meditating with the kids and going off script, and I was finding success there. What gave you the courage to strike out on your own and leave the corporate job? When did that happen? It happened this year. June 1st was my last day, which was yesterday. And my first paying client is today. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I hope this isn't too scatterbrained, but I've had the ride of a lifetime. So many synchronicities have happened for me since I enrolled in Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy. She knows what she's talking about, and after you take the course, you will too. I have had the tendency in the past to suffer from imposter syndrome. And with this crystal work, I have come to understand you just have to be open and willing and have good intentions, and it's you're just the facilitator. It's already happening. You just be open. The community is amazing. I'm still a part of the community. There's a Facebook group that you join, and I came out of my box. I didn't think I was going to. I was a hermit before this. I did not. I really, because I'm so empathic, I can feel. And in the past, people have attached and wanted to feel better, and then I walk away feeling whatever. It's understood if you're an empath, you get me. But this group of people, they're my tribe, and I have found them, and I'm so happy. So let me get back to these questions. Since taking the course, have you put to use any of what you've learned on yourself and others? Yes. After I graduated, I continued to do volunteer sessions. And my last volunteer was so thrilled with her session that she called me and said, I have given your information to my cousin and she's interested. And I was so immediately, I was excited but scared. And but then I reached out to her. I reached out to her yesterday on my last day of work. I reached out to her and she immediately responded, and I have an appointment with her today. Or she has an appointment with me today, my first paying client. So yeah. I have actually put all of this stuff to use. I continue to balance my chakras, and it is life-changing. The meditations that came with this have done wonders. I had a breakthrough experience with my root chakra and mahogany obsidian. That's another story. But yeah, this has been an amazing experience. And how long is this video? Oh my gosh, almost 10-minute video. Thank you, Hibiscus Moon. This is Sakura, your blue sapphire, soul sister.